Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Recently there has been a lot of negativity coming towards me due to some of my recent leak videos. There have been some accusations come towards me, some from a content creator, but mostly from viewers that do not understand the situation properly. I wanted to kind of address the whole situation, defend myself, and ultimately educate those that are coming to my channel thinking negatively of me. I'll teach everybody what happened and also the actual truth with cold hard facts. I hope that anybody that watches this will learn that it's important to question things for yourself and not blindly listen to other comments without really doing the research yourself. So here's what I'll cover: what happened, what that one mining guy claimed happened, and my response. I'll also share some comments on how I'll be dealing with featuring other creators' content in the future and how I will deal with leaked information in the future too. If you're angry at me that I didn't credit properly, please watch till the end of the video. I'll explain everything. Or just skip right to the end if that's what you care about. Before I begin, I want to say that the drama is mostly from the viewers and mostly from uneducated people that didn't really listen to what comments were said by that one mining guy. He never said that I stole content, he never said that I stole credit or anything like that. So all of that just came from the viewers themselves that kind of decided that that was the issue. I'd like to say that yes, this is about that one mining guy, but I have the utmost respect for him. And actually, I really thank him for being a part of the Apex community. I've spoken to him a little bit and I've seen how he interacts with his community. He's super passionate about Apex and he's super passionate about data mining, and he's always there to answer questions and help people out. So he's a good guy, but I think maybe he misunderstood my intentions and what happened. So this video will kind of explain that to him and to his viewers. Also, his Fully Explained series is really good. He covers all League Legends in detail and speculates about what their abilities will be, kind of similar to what I was doing, but he goes super in depth. I really enjoyed his speculation on Revenant, and in fact, I didn't make a video about Revenant, even though I thought that was one of the most awesome legends. I just think that he did a very good job at explaining it, and I felt like there only needed to be one video. So whenever I spoke about Revenant in my videos, I actually always suggested my viewers to go and watch that one instead. So please, once again, he didn't do anything wrong here. He just misunderstood the situation a little and then spoke with emotion. And that kind of ended up with his viewers going against me and not really understanding the situation properly. I'd honestly like to put this to rest, and I didn't think about responding any further. But there are still comments coming on my videos that have nothing to do with this subject at all. People saying that I've stolen claimed content that has nothing to do with him. It's a little frustrating, and I just kind of want to educate everybody that thinks that I'm stealing content. I don't think there's any fault of his. I just wish he reached out to me first instead of making it public, because now I feel like I need to defend myself and explain things, because he didn't do a good job of explaining how things actually went. So first, let me explain what happened. I will look at a list of things here. So in early August, that one mining guy found a bunch of early development legend subtitle files in the game when the Iron Crown update hit. There was a lot of data to go off, and my first thoughts were to make a series covering each legend and speculating about them and how they could influence the meta. I enjoyed it to begin with, but also, that one mining guy had a similar idea, and obviously with him finding the files, there was a bit of a clash there. After doing so many of these videos each day, I kind of got bored, and I saw that my viewers were getting bored too, so I thought, okay, we're going to put this to rest. We will make one video covering every legend as quickly as possible for those that care about the leaks that are coming exclusively to me, my viewer base, because right now, all of this information is publicly available, but I don't want to end this series without finishing, so that's why I released that video, so I could move on to other content. There were no bad intentions with this video. I wasn't trying to take the viewers away. There wasn't any stolen credit. There wasn't any stolen content. I didn't claim to find these files. In fact, even though I actually did find the files after he found them, I did make sure in many of my videos still to talk about that one mining guy and his series. Everybody else that found these files said their friend found them. Maybe they did, I don't know, but either way, the fact that all of the hate is being pushed towards me, even though I never claimed to find these files originally, is absolutely ridiculous. But at least I actually put the effort into, one, support that one mining guy, and 2, research it myself and make sure that these files actually do exist. In fact, I have repeatedly mentioned that one mining guy in these videos, suggesting other people to go watch his videos on the likes of Revenant, Rosie. I've actively supported him and suggested that people go watch his content. I've always done that since the beginning of seeing any content from him, any leaks. I've always suggested my viewers to go watch his stuff. I'll admit that sometimes I could have included a pop-up on screen showing his name like I used to do, but with editing and news, you want to be quick, and my schedule has been busy. That's not really an excuse. I get it. I could have done better there, but I'll explain at the end of the video what I will be doing to change and improve on that. On top of this, at this point, big people like Mendo, Dexerto, and many other YouTubers have made the exact same 14 Legend leak video. So I'm not taking any information away here. There's nothing that he knows that nobody else does. It's all public. So now I will talk about what that one mining guy claimed happened, because there's a bit of misinformation here and it is a little frustrating, and I want to clear that up. Anybody that kind of comes here thinking that I stole content or broke some kind of agreement, I'm going to show some proof that no agreement was made. I didn't violate any trust. I'm not sure why this has been directed towards me like this, but let me explain. So I'm going to bring up a comment on screen that kind of does a good job of explaining everything from that one mining guy's side. So we'll go through this and I'll respond as we read it. So going back to the beginning, this is where the issue started. I was supposed to do Jericho Sunday, but woke up to someone else doing it already, so I had to go off schedule and do Blisk, but didn't want to throw said individual under the bus, so it wasn't a big deal. I talked to this individual and they apologized to me and said it was a mistake, they wouldn't step on my toes again. I didn't know that one mining guy wanted to release a video on Jericho on that day. He did not tell me prior to that. He never told me his schedule. We never agreed on a schedule. When I released the video that one mining guy had already planned, he messaged me. He messaged me on Twitter and said that he planned to do a video on Jericho that day. I responded. It wasn't a mistake to upload Jericho on that day. Like I said, he never told me his plans. I had no knowledge of this. If he had messaged me with a schedule, I would have happily adhered to that schedule. In fact, after this issue with Jericho happened, I sent him this message, and that was the end of our conversation. So besides that, nothing else was said between us. This was it. I thought everything was good. We seemed to be on good terms as far as I could tell. Okay, moving on. Then last night happened. Like I said, it's water under the bridge, but please don't misrepresent the situation if you can. Honestly, I don't view it as stolen content or stolen credit because, like you said, it isn't. I don't own anything in particular. So last night refers to the 14 Legend Leaks video that I released, and it was at this point that one mining guy got really upset. But he is saying here that there was no stolen credit or stolen content. So I appreciate that, I respect that. Okay, moving on. When I told him what tool to use, the agreement was it wasn't going to be shared, the tool name or how to use. That was violated. So this is a comment I'm quite shocked to see, honestly. Firstly, there was never any agreement that we wouldn't share this tool. Actually, there was a comment that read like this. This was sent to me on Sunday, 25th of August. Is this comment an agreement? I guess he could think it was. I personally don't think it's any kind of agreement, but let's say for the case of him, this was an agreement. Okay, so that's fine. The thing is, I had already included my disclaimer, which shows you how I extract tools since August 23rd. So if you've watched this far, here's a new disclaimer I'll be putting on my leak videos. I want to show you exactly what happens to get these files because 1, some people think these are fake, and 2, some people think these are not from Respawn. So let me reiterate here. Apparently, I broke an agreement which was never made in the first place by releasing a video showcasing how I use a tool 2 days before the agreement was made. Also, I'll take this further. The tool name / how to use it. Once again, the tool name and how to use it was never shared to me. Want proof? Here is a video about the L-Star. It showed the stats before the weapon had released. I made this video on April 12th, 4 months ago. We now have practically all of the L-Star details, including damage, magazine size and everything else. With this last batch of information, I wanted to provide an overview of the L-Star and everything we can expect from it. This was data mined by me with the exact same tool this nonsense was based on. It's called the Titanfall VPK extractor. Some people believe that one mining guy made it. that's not true. It's made by a person called, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to just put it on the screen. It's publicly available to download. He never told me how to use this tool and never told me the name of the tool. Now, I don't know how long that one mining guy has been making videos or data mining content. I think it was sometime in June, but let's say we stretch it to May. Either way, the point I'm trying to make here is there's no way that one mining guy taught me how to use this tool or the name of the tool. We weren't in contact when I first used this tool. He did offer me some help on how to use another tool, which I appreciated back in June, but that was the first time he got into contact with me on June 21st. Finally, this comment here, saying you won't mess with my schedule again, then messing with my schedule violates that further. That one mining guy never gave me a schedule. There was no agreement in place. I honestly thought that by making the 14 Legend Leaks video, which tons of other YouTubers have already done, by the way, that would mean that we aren't clashing over the daily Legend Leaks series, and in fact that would give him more reign over it and perhaps less competition, and maybe that would actually help him. I'd no longer be competing with him. Okay, so I think that's everything covered. I think I've defended myself with facts, and if you watch this video you'll understand these things. I did not steal any credit. I did not break any agreements, I did not violate any trust, I did not publicly disclose any information that was supposed to be kept private, I did not make any videos in an attempt to steal viewers from that one mining guy. So next I want to look at what the viewers are claiming, and also my approach for future leaks and any content I share that does not belong to me. That one mining guy made his comments, but it was the viewers that blew it out of proportion, and that's really what I'm addressing here. So one thing I'm seeing repeatedly is that I stole content or stole credit. I never did that. Now once again, that one mining guy also said that too. So let's watch back my disclaimer video and see what was said. So if you've watched this far, here's a new disclaimer I'll be putting on my leak videos. I want to show you exactly what happens to get these files because 1, some people think these are fake, and 2, some people think these are not from Respawn. So I use this Titanfall VPK extractor tool. Next I use it to find the resource files. In here we can find the subtitle files for Apex Legends. We can then search English to find the English files. Here are all of the Datamined Legend files, and for more proof, if we search for L-Star, here's the file I used to datamine the stats for the L-Star. I made a video on the stats before the L-Star launch, and everything matched with the L-Star that was shown at the Season 2 reveal event. However, at launch, some balancing did happen to change the stats. So this shows that 1, this method can tell us what Respawn is working on and what details legends and weapons may have, but 2, they are likely to be adjusted and balanced at launch. So in this video, as you can see, the main purpose of this video was to showcase that these files were real and not fake. There were so many comments of people assuming that the files were fake, as if we came together and made up all these names and these abilities just to get views. And I wanted to educate people and show people that there is proof to it. I also included the details about the L-Star to show that there is some proof there. The previous files in the game then proved to be true. The way I used the word I in first person in some instances, I can understand that maybe if you're watching this, that one mining guy, it may seem like I'm trying to claim I found these files, or any of the viewers watching. I didn't mean it to come across that way. I simply wanted to make this video to show that yes, I went into the game files myself with this tool to confirm that these files were real, and then I showed it to you in this video so that any viewers would know that it's real too. Next time I'll be more careful with how I word things. I didn't mean it to come across that way. I'd hope that most people that watch this would understand what's going on here. Next I'll get on to what I will be doing in the future with every video where I use any content from anybody else, whether it's artists, music, or data miners. Going forward, I'm going to do 3 things whenever I feature any content or leaked content on my channel. Regardless of whether it's art, music, or data mines, I'll put their handle on the screen. If they have one, I'll put link to their social handles and provide full credit in my video description. I'll make a pinned comment that will also include credit links. This will be for all future content starting tomorrow. Finally, there's one thing to remember. Files can be data mined by everybody. The tools that we use are publicly available. In fact, we should be crediting the tool creators themselves. So I'll put links to them in the description if you want to go and give them support. So with that in mind, if I do data mine a file exclusively, then I will include it on my channel, but you are free to use it in your videos, your content, and you do not need to credit me because that content does not belong to me, it belongs to Respawn. But to be fair, if somebody finds a file before me, I will credit them and I will treat it as if it is their content, so I'll follow the rules I've just talked about, regardless of whether I find that file myself too. Alright, that's it. Sorry for the seriousness. I wanted to clear this up because there was a lot of misinformation going around, a lot of people assuming that I stole content, that I stole credit, that I violated some kind of agreement. I hope that this video cleared things up and we'll get back to the fun stuff tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio.